Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the session today. So, we'll start in 2-3 minutes more. Let's wait for others to join in. So, meanwhile, let's get to know each other a bit. So, please drop your name and where you are joining from in the chat. I always enjoy seeing how many different places we are all connecting from. So, just drop in your name and location from where you are joining in. Hi, Ramesh. Okay, from Chennai. Oh, hi, Sunil from Abu Dhabi. Hello, Manish. Okay, from Bihar. So I can see like all three different time zones here. Oh, no, wait. It's from Bihar and Chennai. Yeah. Hyderabad. Okay. Hi, Satish. So before we move ahead, let's do a quick sound check. If my voice is clear, just a second. Yeah. So if my voice is clear, just send a thumbs up in the chat. Am I audible? Okay. Okay. Hi, Srinivas. So, okay. Thank you. So, all right, I see most of you are joining. So, let's begin the session. So, let me share my screen. So, welcome to the full stack data science and AI course demo today. So, today's session will be simple, practical, and easy to follow, like no complicated math, no heavy coding. So, by the end of this hour, you'll be knowing like what exactly artificial intelligence is and understanding all important terms of AI, like machine learning, deep learning, generative AI. And we'll also see like how to start learning AI step by step and who can learn AI and what kind of job roles exist. So, and even we'll discuss like what's behind AI tools like ChatGPT and what exactly this particular course is going to offer you. And we are going to see a few interesting AI tools too. Like if someone who is looking for it the first time, if you're looking at this AI tools for the first time, you'll love this part of the session. So before we move ahead, like a quick introduction about me. I'm Meenakshi, and I'll be your trainer for this entire AI journey. I have spent 9 years in this field, 4 years working in the industry across different domains, and the last 5 years dedicated to teaching data science and AI. And I also completed my master's in Germany. And over time, I have realized one thing, like I always say this, like AI doesn't have to be complex or scary, and you don't need to be a coder or a math expert to begin with. And my goal is to make this concept simple, clear, and logical for you. So, throughout this course, I'm going to guide you step by step, and you'll see how practical AI actually is once it's broken into simpler terms. So, all right. So, before we dive deep, here's a quick agenda of what we'll be covering for today, for the next coming 1 hour. So, first, we are going to go through the core concepts like what are these terms all about, like AI, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, LLMs, prompt, and agents. So once we see this core concepts, not in a very technical way, just enough clarity so everything finally makes sense. And then, secondly, we'll start with how to learn AI. What are the steps? How to learn AI the right way? I've seen the messages in the groups like this. I completely understand there's a lot of content everywhere. So I try to make a simple, clear, very beginner friendly roadmaps so you know exactly where to start with. And then we'll understand how AI tools like ChatGPT actually work. Very simple explanation of LLMs and transformers. We are not going to very technical terms today, so that you know like what's happening behind the scenes, behind the AI tools. And then we will see a very few interesting AI tools at this part, and then we'll discuss in the end career opportunities, like what are the different job roles exist, so that by the end of today's session, you'll have a complete clarity on the full picture, like how to start learning AI and whether this course aligns with you, not just the scattered pieces around. Okay, so let's get started with a very basic fundamental question. What is AI? So, what do you think AI is like from your, like you can give it in simpler terms too? Like, what do you think AI is? What do you mean by AI? You can even unmute the session and give your thoughts over it.
AI is the
So,
branch of com-
yeah, yeah.
AI,
Good.
AI is the branch of computer science concerned with designing intelligent computer system.
Okay, yeah. So, I'll also try to explain the same thing in very simple terms. So, like when we have a pattern, something like this in math, like if 2 is 4 and 4 is 6, 6 is 8, 8 would be. So, if I have this question, like what numbers comes to our minds, like when 8 would be like with this pattern here.
It would be 10. Basically, it's like a mapping between the programs so that it can
Correct,
generate
right?
the outputs basically,
Correct,
depending upon the
correct,
data
correct.
we provide.
Correct. So automatically our minds uh, connects with the pattern and we say like this is the 10 answer here, right? So when we ask the same question to the AI, like I mean if we ask the same question for the machines, like machine doesn't understand these numbers, right? But still right now if you are asking such questions for ChatGPT or AI tools, we are getting the correct answer. So the question would be how are we able to make a machine answer this question naturally how a human brain answers is, right? So here if you want a machine to identify this pattern and predict the next number which is correct, which is going to be the correct answer, so there we are artificially giving some intelligence to machines where machines are behaving like humans. So AI is nothing but artificially giving intelligence to machines so that they behave like humans. So this idea is everywhere around us. Like when you unlock your mobile, it recognizes the face. So it's recognizing the patterns, your facial features, which usually human does. So even when you get a traffic challan, cameras identify the number plates, pattern recognition there. And even Netflix, when we watch the movies, so it gives us the recommendations, like it recognizes your watching pattern and predicting what you're going to enjoy next. So AI is not magic. It's not robots taking over the world. It's simply machines learning from data and making smart decisions. Just the way like humans improve by learning from experience, machines are also improving. And the exciting part is we interact with AI at least 10 to 20 times, maybe even more every single day without even realizing it. Right now, we are at that stage. So, AI is the broader picture actually. So, we not only AI, we actually hear about AI, ML, and DL Gen AI, right? So let's understand the difference between these terms. Sometimes this is little confusing. So let's clearly understand what are these terms and what is the difference between them in very easier way. So AI is the broader picture. I'm trying to explain these terms using a Venn diagram, which we usually do it in schools. So first, let's quickly see like how this terms fit in this Venn diagram. So AI is like a broader picture, and then inside AI, we have like machine learning, and then within machine learning, deep learning is the subset of machine learning, and then generative AI. So we are going to talk about these terms in a couple of minutes. So this is how AI, machine learning, deep learning, Gen AI fits into a Venn diagram. But the question would be like, where does this data science fields fit in? Like when we hear about AI, not only these terms, we are going to hear about data science too. So like we know that AI suddenly boomed in the last few years, even though the concept has existed from decades. So maybe 60, 70 decades, this AI concept was existing, but from past 2 decades, we have sudden boom in AI. Do you know the reason why? What do you think? Why do we have sudden boom in AI in last few years? There might be many reasons, but what do you think would be the main reason for AI boom?
So dependence. I think they don't want to get depends on the people for the data analytics and everything. So if you go by the AI, it
Then
would be for everybody, right?
that is there, dependency is there, but AI field is like this topic was existing from decades, but for past 2 years, the main reason for boom is because of data. Right now we are having a lot of data. So thanks to the internet, we are right now when we are taking a lesson session like this, also we are generating some kind of data. So because of data, so we have sudden boom. Like that's one of the reason. There are many others. So data science is the field that makes this possible. Like data science is all about collecting and cleaning data using some statistics, math, and probability to find patterns in the data. So it's like preparing the data so that machine learning and deep learning models can actually learn. So in short, data science is the foundation because without high quality data, even the smartest AI won't work. So for our AI, machine learning, all these things to work, we need high quality data for it. And data science is the foundation which is actually giving us the high quality data. So let's understand these terms like what is AI, machine learning, deep learning in a better way. So AI, we just discussed like it's a broader way, a broader term where we are artificially giving intelligence to machines so that they recognize the patterns, right? Then we say like machine learning is the subset of AI. So for the past 2 decades, we just said like we have huge access to huge amounts of data, which made this machine learning so powerful. So many of the AI applications we use daily, like even the Amazon recommendations, Netflix suggestions, even Uber fare predictions, all of these are powered with ML models. So, and there are AI systems. Now the question would be like we say like ML is subset of AI. That means not all AI is machine learning, right? So what exists in this part would be the question, right? So, like these days, you would have seen smart appliances like ACs, refrigerators coming with a tagline like powered with artificial intelligence. So, all of those robotics, even like ACs and refrigerators, smart devices like that also comes under AI. So, these are not related to machine learning. They're all part of this artificial intelligence where they use something called fuzzy logic. So, like we are not going into details of what is fuzzy logic and all. So, all those smart devices, like ACs, refrigerators will come into this AI, but they're all not part of machine learning here. So, machine learning here uses data, like all this smart devices, they don't need data to make them artificially intelligent. Even the robotics come under this part here. So machine learning is something where we need data for it to work. So let's discuss that with a simple use case, a credit card approval system. For suppose a bank has to decide whether it has to issue a credit card to a new customer or not. So as a human, like if we have to decide whether to issue a credit card to a new customer or not, how does we make this decision? Like if you are working in a bank, you have to make an approval that if a for a new customers whether we have to approve a credit card or not. How do we look at this problem statement? So usually if we are working in a bank, if we have to decide on it, then we would look at past cases, maybe like who was approved, who was rejected, on what basis. Maybe we find patterns from the old data, like what is the age, employment status, income status, and other demographic details of a customer to see patterns from the old data and decide whether a new customer has to be given a credit card or not. So the same way ML works in exactly the same way. We take past data, use it to train a machine learning model. The model learns the pattern on its own. Then when a new customer comes, instead of us, the model predicts whether the credit card should be issued or not. So the whole process, like learning from the past data and predicting on the new data in one line, we can say like it's machine learning. So this is what we are learning in this course also. You have machine learning models. So we learn how to make a model to learn from the past data, how to know like if the predictions are correct or wrong, like what is the math behind the machine learning model. All that we are going to study here. So like let's not go into very technical details of it. So again, we have something called deep learning, which is a subset of machine learning. So when machine learning is already doing this job of predictions, the question would be, why do we have deep learning, right? So to understand deep learning, let's understand where it fits in. So usually this machine learning works on tabular kind of data, where you have data which is structured in tables, like where you have rows and columns. So like data which is in Excel tables, customer records, something like that. But we know like today, most of the real world data is unstructured. Like we don't have neat tabular kind of data. We have videos, images, audio. So we kind of have all unstructured data. So the data which is structured like in tables, so it goes for the machine learning models, but a lot of the data is unstructured. So traditional machine learning algorithms usually struggle with this kind of unstructured data. So this is exactly where deep learning models comes in. So because simple face recognition, if you take it like the model has to recognize the eyes, nose, and mouth. So it's difficult to give eyes, nose, and mouth details in tabular kind of data. So for such kind of data, we need deep learning models. And deep learning usually use something called neural networks, which are inspired by how our brain, human brain works. So you give the raw data, maybe image data, video data, it will automatically learn important features by itself. How it is doing, how deep learning models are is able to learn such features of a face and all. It's very interesting to know that like we are going to learn all that when we come to this point of deep learning. But it's really interesting to understand how a machine is able to understand this pattern by itself, how it is able to recognize face, like how our mobile phones are able to do the face recognition techniques. So yeah, so deep learning, and it has many deeper layers to it. So when we say deeper layers it's like it's all mathematics here. So deep learning models have complex mathematics behind it. So in just one line, machine learning needs us to tell the model what features to look at. When you come for deep learning, it automatically discovers the features for you. So if you're hearing everything for the first time, don't worry. We are going to talk all about this again. So for now, just the overview we are giving here. So then any questions? Like someone has unmuted the session.
No, Meenakshi, Srinivas here. I have one question.
Okay. So I muted them. Okay. Sorry, let's come back. So then generative AI, which is subset of deep learning. Here, generative AI is a new addition to AI where we are creating new content every day. So generative AI is able to create images, videos, even the songs which are not existing before. So these are the overall technical like not deeper technical details, but it's a difference between AI, machine learning, deep learning, and Gen AI. So we are going to see the summary of it. So AI is the big umbrella, like it's the ability to machines to simulate human intelligence, and machine learning focuses on using data to predict outcomes based on patterns and features, like the credit card. Uh, so the example, like the credit card approval system, or maybe the disease prediction, like whether from the past data prediction of heart disease, like disease prediction. So credit card defaulter prediction, such problems can be solved using machine learning. And then we have deep learning, learning like a human brain, self-driving cars, medical diagnosis. So then AI, generative AI, so which generates new content like ChatGPT, Midjourney, DALL-E. All these are examples of generative AI. So since we have seen few terms already, so we'll discuss about what are LLMs prompt a little later part of this session today. Before that, let's see the steps to learn AI. So this is a very simple steps we have put in here. So let's understand this by using this staircase step by step example here. So someone who want to become a data scientist, so it's not like jumping directly to the concepts of generative AI, or if you would have heard about LLMs, we need a proper foundation. Just like building any house, if the basics are strong, the advanced parts become very easy to understand. So first step for anybody to learn AI would be learning a programming language. Usually, it's better to learn Python. It's the main language used in AI. So, first, we'll start with learning of Python programming language, learning the basic syntaxes like variables, loops, conditions, etc. And then we'll see the important libraries of Python. So, after learning basics of Python, and then libraries like pandas, numpy has to be studied, like matplotlib and cbon are also the libraries which are used for visualization. And some math, statistics, and probability is required for understanding machine learning models. Not very complicated math, but math is required. So then SQL, like to get the data, like every real world project deals with data stored in databases. So SQL helps us to fetch the data, filter data, prepare data sets for machine learning models. So here in this particular course, you will be having SQL recorded sessions. I'm not going to teach this part, just the SQL part. Other than this, like all of the things will be taught by me. So once you have this basics secured, then the next step would be EDA, which we call it like exploratory data analysis. So before building any machine learning model, we must first understand our data. So if you are working in a healthcare sector, you will be dealing with healthcare data sets. So it's important to understand the data, and always data comes in very messy, raw form. So we have to clean the data, prepare the data, make the data into a quality data before we give it for the machine learning model for doing the predictions. So all those things like filtering the data, sometimes data comes with some missing values for it, how to handle it, and finally doing the data cleaning, processing, and all of that, and then finally generating a high quality data and drawing insights out of the data would be part of this EDA process. So here we are going to take some data sets, work on it, and then learn like how to handle the data sets. So it's like reading your data story before deciding which machine learning model to use. So once we do the EDA process, as a freshers, till here someone can apply jobs like jobs for data analyst positions after learning EDA. Then machine learning models. So there are not hundreds or thousands of models existing. There are less than 100, not even like maybe 40, 50 important machine learning models. So each model has some math behind it. So we are going to understand how this machine learning models work
Swati,
mathematically on data sets,
Swati,
how
ಹತ್ತು ನಿಮಿಷ
to
ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಲ್ವಾ
use
ಇಲ್ಲಿ
like
ನಾವೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ
someone has
ಮುಗಿಸ್ತು ಬಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
unmuted the session again. Okay, sorry for this again. So, so yeah, once we do learn the machine learning models, like how to use it on the data sets, like after model do the predictions, how to know if this is a good model and bad model, and which model to use when. So we are going to do the machine learning models learning here at this stage, as in the third step. Then not only theory, like here we have to do the projects, like because companies just don't want theory, right? They want to see like whether we can build a real solution or we can work with real data sets. And even like we should be able to explain our model and the results when you are doing the machine learning modeling. And also we'll be building some projects too. So once you do the machine learning algorithm learning, we'll be building some projects on real data sets So we'll be working like different data sets like healthcare or the data set or a credit card data set. So then once we do this part, we'll be learning the deep learning models. So once we are clear with ML concepts, we step into deep learning. Here we are going to study like something called neural networks, uh, convolutional neural networks for images, RNNs, LSTMs, transformers. So if you are hearing for the first time, don't get overwhelmed here. So all of this will be like we'll do it in step by step procedure. So here we'll be dealing with the unstructured data, and then we are going to learn NLP, natural language processing. This is all about working with human language. So, like sentiment analysis, chatbots. So, NLP is actually the foundation for something called LLMs, large language models. So, then like this is the top of the staircase right now. Today's hottest field is this Gen AI, LLMs, prompt engineering, and agent AI. But to reach this, these are the steps we have to climb. It's not like we directly go to the step of Gen AI, LLMs, prompt engineering. We need this foundation to understand this LLMs, prompt engineering, and agent AI in a better way. So and I don't believe like, reaching the steps. If you see some YouTube videos, they say like, learn AI in 2 hours or 3 hours. I don't believe in that. We need at least 4 to 5 months of every day, 2 hours at least dedicated time, 2 to 3 hours dedicated time, if you can give it for you to reach till this point of understanding Gen AI, LLMs, prompt engineering. So yeah. So becoming a data scientist is a step-by-step journey, according to me. Maybe you don't need an IT background, maybe you don't need a coding expert from day one, but you must follow the staircase in order to reach for this step here. So by the end of this path, you'll be having strong foundation, you will be building real projects, and you'll have a complete knowledge of machine learning and deep learning, and then you'll get the hands-on experience with Gen AI. So, and you will be very confident then you to work like a AI professional. So these are the steps. So if you're starting your AI journey, these are the steps you have to follow. And the next obvious question is who can learn AI, right? So, according to me, anyone curious about the future, even the students, freshers, the working professions who want to transition into data science, developers, engineers, like business analysts, managers. Right now, we are on a stage where everybody should learn AI, and even the schools are considering adding curriculum of AI because uh, maybe 15, 20 years back, it was like the schools were trying to add a computer language, computer course where we start working on computers in schools. Right now, we are on such a phase where even the kids or even the elders, everybody have to learn about AI. So, and even if you use social media every day, we should be able to understand what is how AI is already doing because if someone doesn't know, like AI is able to create images and videos, so it's very easy to scam them. So to at least be safe, we have to learn AI. Maybe not the technical side of AI, at least some part of it. So no prior AI knowledge is needed, but we have to follow the steps. So let's see the quick curriculum. Since we have seen the steps, let's just see the curriculum what we are going to cover in this particular course. So I have put in the curriculum in a Word document here. I'll be sharing this Word document. You'll be even seeing the curriculum in the Isha's website. So first we'll start with introduction to AI, then we'll start with the programming with Python basics. If you have no knowledge about Python programming. So we'll be covering from the basic what are data types, what are variables. So then we are going to learn the data structures. So you can go through this curriculum from your end after the class today. So the NumPy module, pandas, then matplotlib. So all these modules, exploratory data analysis part, and the statistics and the math which is required for machine learning modeling and the machine learning models. All the models which we are going to learn in this particular course, we have put in here. And then deep learning. So we are going to see the deep learning and introduction to advanced neural networks, even the convolutional neural networks, natural language processing, and autoencoders. So we are going to cover everything which is inside this curriculum here. Generative AI, prompt engineering, and agentic AI. So we have put in the curriculum. And if you see the curriculum on a Word document, it's a little boring, right? What I've tried is using this Word doc, I have used a AI tool called Cursor AI. In just 10 minutes, I tried creating this website, which will showcase my curriculum on through a website here. So I just developed this UI in 15 minutes using AI tool called Cursor AI. So we're not going, uh, so you can see here the curriculum overview. So Python programming, exploratory data analysis, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, and Gen AI, the course modules. So the topics covered here. So I just uh, posted it directly in. So you want me to show again all in the sense the curriculum part? I'll be sharing this document with you. I'll be giving you this curriculum with you. So, okay, estimated time. I didn't put in the estimated time, but if you require, like maybe I'll kind just add it to the same. Uh, yeah, I'll try to add the time thing here also, but I didn't do it before. So, and this website is built using a AI tool in just 10 minutes. So somewhere in between the code, like we'll see like how to do it quickly using Cursor AI. Right now, not only Cursor AI, there are different AI tools like Lovable, which you can use for building your own websites like this in 10, 15 minutes. So, but not completely free for us. But to make this website till here, I didn't use any paid version. I used the free trial of it and then tried creating it using this Word doc here. I just gave it for the AI and gave the prompt saying like, make a website like this using this color and all. So I just created this. So I'll be sharing the curriculum with you. Just go through that. And I'll try adding the time, like for time required for each module and more details to the curriculum already. So once we see the curriculum here, and then, okay, let's see few generative AI tools. So this is made on Cursor AI, right? So let me show you AI tool which is called Humata. If you are seeing this for the first time, this Humata AI tool, you can apply documents onto this Humata here, and then you can ask questions, like you can discuss about the document. I've uploaded 40 interview questions on machine learning, Word doc to it. Then I can ask questions to Humata AI tool, where so I just uploaded this document. Maybe let me ask something like, is there a question related to KNN? So KNN is a machine learning model. I'm just asking, is there a question related to KNN? Okay. Yes, there is a question related to KNN. The question is, okay, directly it's even showcasing like how is KNN different from K-means clustering. So the question, so you can discuss, you can talk to the document, like you can ask questions to Humata and get the answers from Humata. So you have generous free amount for this. I didn't pay it for this. So it would be useful when we are asking like maybe some tax documents, something which are difficult to understand. If you just upload it to Humata, Humata can summarize the details about it. So I'm just checking with the other document which I just uploaded here. This is one of the AI tool. So this is in different language here. So let me ask Humata, which language is this? So language appears to be Latin, specifically. So you can ask any question, like you can try Humata, just you have to log in with your Gmail ID. So like this, right now we are at a stage, there are so many generative AI tools exist in the market. So I tried creating an Excel sheet where I have put in different 100 plus AI tools. Like the one we have seen here is Humata. The other one for creating this website was Cursor. So we have so many more. Like I don't say like many of them I too didn't use them. I just tried creating the tool name, description, and the URL link here. We know Gemini, it's like ChatGPT. We know like cloud is also like like it's also like ChatGPT. This is also famous. ChatGPT is very famous. There is something called Suno AI, which generates original songs and background music from text prompts. Let's explore this Suno AI in a minute. So there is something called in video. So where from even Gemini, you can generate some text like give 1,000 words essay on care on community animals. You can just copy the text and you can use in video and you can give the text and it would take some time, like maybe 10, 15 minutes to generate a video. So I tried generating a video here. So, so this is completely generated using AI tool. Like I didn't, I just gave this prompt, like I just gave the text here, the images and the text, the voice, everything is AI here. So this whole like 20-minute video, the text, the images, everything is used, generated using AI. So right now we are at the stage where AI is able to generate videos, text, audio for us. So here, let's explore this Suno AI, which is interesting. So this Suno AI is used for generating music for us. So give any prompt, it would generate music for us. So for suppose like I want to generate a song on generate a song on how to care for community. Same thing, same subject, community animals. I'm just giving a small like prompt here, but you can give anything like whatever you feel like. But you have like 50 credits. Maybe you can generate 5 songs per day for free. It's not completely free, but you will be getting 50 credits every day after logging into your Gmail ID. So I like for each song it would be 10 credits. So yeah, so it's already generated. You can see the lyrics over here. So I'll just play the song which generated by AI here. So it's taking time. Okay. So yeah, I'm stopping this, but I hope like you are able to hear this song, right? So isn't it amazing? Like AI is already creating in a couple of minutes, just by one single line, it's able to create songs for us, create videos for us. Like this, like right now we are at the worst stage of AI. Think of like how much potential it has to improve in the coming years with the data we are generating. So yeah. And yeah, I hope like you are able to hear to this song, right? The audio was also shared, right?
No, actually, we did not hear the song.
Oh, you're not able to hear the song? Okay, let me share my screen again. Just a second. I'll share it again. So, so tell me, like I'll just play it, stop it. If you confirm, like if you are able to hear it, I'll play it again. Little know. Able to hear it?
Yes, no. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Just let me play it again.
Little nose at the corner store, rib showing through that dusty fur. You walk past, then you walk back. Hey, buddy, you hungry? Paper bowl by the rusted gate, clean water where the shadows are. You write your name on the cardboard so they know someone cares. This is how we love the stray, soft hands, small steps every day. Food on the ground, not thrown away. Gentle voice, let their fear.
So this is how AI has created songs in just a minute. Like, let me see, like if I've created the other songs, I've done this before, like Code of Tomorrow, which is like I wanted to generate some song on coding.
This is how we love
Okay.
the stray side.
So this is interesting. Like AI is able to generate songs like this. So so all this lyrics and everything was generated just in a minute. Like we just created this just by one single prompt. So you can also try the Suno AI, which is very interesting. So the many hats of AI. This is also generated by AI. I'm not sure like what prompt I have given long back. December 3rd, I have tried this.
I wear a suit of logic tight. I think about the neon light. A doctor with no steady hand, but I can heal. I understand. I'm a painter with no brush to hold.
Okay, so I'm just stopping it. So you can explore Suno AI, you'll be getting 50 credits. So that means like you would have not like heard the voice from in video too. Let me quickly share it again. So the in video we just generated using AI. So here also the audio, the video, the photos, everything is generated.
Demonstrates a respect for all forms of life. It fosters a sense of shared responsibility among neighbors. When we choose compassion over cruelty, we are making a powerful statement.
So you can even try the in video. It's not completely free. Maybe like like here I didn't paid anything. I just generated a video using in video here. So it's a 20-minute video. So based on the text, which is again generated with the text-based model, I just copied the text, gave it here for the in video. So I'm stopping it. I'll be sharing the Excel sheet where you have access for different tools where you can try using the tools which are aligns with you. So if you're working on Excel sheet every day, so then there's something called numerous AI which you can explore. So numerous AI is very good with Excel sheets. So depending on use case, so you can select the tool and then explore. So let's come back. So these are only few tools, like it's like 0.001% of AI which we just touched, but it's amazing, like it's generating songs and all just by one single prompt here. So using these tools is usually like if someone's learning how to use AI tools, I don't say it's very difficult. So we can maybe 1 or 2 days we get touch with the tools. We should know the right tool and we can do work with it. But uh, as someone who's learning AI and someone who is aspiring to become a AI professional, they have to understand what is happening in the behind, like what is happening in the back end of it. How AI tools are generated, how the models are able to learn patterns. So we need to understand the background story. So what's behind AI tools like ChatGPT? It's something which is important. We understand like a someone who is interested in AI field. So there's something called large language models, which is behind these AI tools. So to just simply explain what LLM is. So LLMs are nothing but they stand for large language models. So it's like a brain of AI tools. So all the tools, the even the Suno AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever AI tools we are seeing, the brain of all these AI tools are large language models. So these models are actually trained on huge amounts of text. The whole internet, maybe like the books, articles, website, conversations, they learn how humans use language. So that's why, like, when you use this AI models, they're able to answer our answers in a very natural way, like human like text. So the popular examples of LLMs are like GPT-4, Gemini, Claude, Llama. All these are examples of LLMs. So the famous ones we use in regular basis is like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Anthropic. So each one has a different LLM behind it. ChatGPT has GPT-4. So Cloud Anthropic has Cloud, like Cloud model behind it, like that. So there is something called Transformer, which is very famous architecture. So if you are hearing it for the first time, again, it's okay. So the difference between LLM and Transformer, to understand in a very layman language, like not going into too much technical. So LLM is like the whole AI system behind this AI tools. Transformer is like the technology which is inside it that makes everything work. So the famous analogy example given for understanding LLM versus Transformer is LLM is like the whole car, Transformer is the engine. So engine is what allows the car to move, but we know like engine is the but the car is more than just the engine, right? Only with engine the whole car doesn't build. Likewise, for the whole AI tool, Transformer architecture is the engine heart of it, but there are other systems within it also. So we are going to learn all that. Don't worry. So we'll understand what are LLMs, what is transformer architecture, and like, so we'll see all that. So just the difference you can understand with this example analogy of car, like it's a whole LLM is like the whole car, transformer is like engine of it. So then let me ask you, like, if we giving this analogy of car and engine, what do you think fuels this car? What do you think would fuel this AI system? Like, if LLMs is the car, transformer is the engine, what do you think is the fuel at this in this analogy? So it's a four-letter word. So from the start, we are hearing about this word a lot. That is
Data.
correct. So the fuel which is fueling this car is data, huge amounts of data. So that's a simple idea how modern AI tool works. So we are going to learn that. So once we know like what are LLMs, how do we make LLMs give the answers we want? So if you are generating a song from Suno AI, how do you make Suno AI answer, like give a song which is what you want? The answer would be, so whenever we
It will be having some
give,
thousands of, millions of songs. From that songs, it will be taking sentence by sentence, line by line, paragraph. It might be like a juggling, in a juggling way, basically.
okay,
Just grab the words from here and
okay,
there.
okay, okay. So you're going to those technical details. So my question is like, if you want LLMs to give the answers we want, so like uh, there's something called prompt engineering which comes in. Like, uh, it's the art of asking AI the right way to get the best results. You would have seen like there's prompt engineering rules which are emerging from past 2 years, which were not there before, because when we use this AI tools, we want AI tools to answer efficiently for the questions we ask. So to make them work better, so we have to give the prompts better. So when you text something for AI, like when you do this texting part in AI tools for getting the solutions we want, we call them prompts. So we want the prompts to be better to get the better output. And companies are trying to hire this prompt engineering because when companies use these models, each sentence cost money for them. So as an engineer who's able to get better output with less questions, it's like saving the money for the companies. So prompt engineering is the skill of crafting inputs to get the best responses from AI, and it's essential for tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, everything. So we are going to learn this prompt engineering too in this particular course. So don't right away, don't worry about it. So, and why does it matter? Like, including all the AI tools, don't just retrieve answer, they generate responses based on how we ask the questions. If you are using AI every day, you would have noticed that how we ask, the answers depend on that. So better input equal to better output. So prompt engineering might become a essential skill for all everybody, like for all software employees. Likewise, right now, if someone's searching in Google, it's not a skill for it. Everybody knows how to search in Google, right? That's the same way. Maybe in couple of years, prompt engineering might become a skill where everybody should learn. So then prompts give responses, but right now AI is taking action in place of us. Like AI is able to take action for us. So this is the hottest topic in AI today, which is agentic AI, where all the companies are behind building this agents for the companies which would do the task on their own. Like agents integrates all this LLMs, machine learning, automation to create autonomous AI agents capable of decision making. So even goal setting, problem solving. So to give a very simple example, when you use ChatGPT and ask like, "What's the weather like today?" it would just answer, "What is the weather today?" But if you have agent AI, it's able, it will be able to check the weather, even suggest like if an umbrella is required, and even it's able to book a ride for us if it's raining. So it's able to take some actions behind us. If you have a travel agent, so if you just give a prompt like, book a 1 week ticket for a particular place, then book hotels, like you want a window seat in flight, everything AI would be able to do the action and take required, book everything for us. So companies are behind this. Companies are building agents already. So we'll be building a simple agent in this particular course too. So the skills you're going to acquire. So the Python, SQL, Matplotlib, statistics. So we are going to see the TensorFlow, data analytics, deep learning, machine learning, Keras. So if you are seeing everything for the first time, also don't completely worry about it. So these are the skills you're going to acquire. And land graph. So data visualization tools like Portly, Pandas library. So all this. So and the next question would be whether the scope of data scientist in 2026 and the coming years, is there still scope in all this AI fields? So the answer is the global data generated annually. We have a graph here. If you look at it closely, so we have data generated on the y-axis and year on the x-axis. So 2024 and 2025 has the highest data generated compared to global data generated annually. So there's a statistic saying like amount of data generated annually has grown year over year since 2010. In fact, it is estimated that 90% of the data was generated in the last 2 years itself, 2024 and 2025. In the space of 13 years, the figure has increased by an estimate of 74 times, from 2 zettabytes, something in zettabytes in 2010. So it is expected, like, in the coming years, it would be like multiplied, multiplied or quadrupled. So when there is large amount of scope of data generated, obviously the fields of data science would be in the high demand in the coming years also. So then again, if you look at the salary analysis of data scientists, so we cannot give a clear picture on the salary analysis without having, so it's like depends on individual profile. But from the job market like Naukri here, so if you just type in data scientist roles, you would see, so you're going to see it here. So there are 20,485 data scientist jobs here. So like you can even click on it and check the description of the jobs. So here, if you just look at the salaries here, so I just took the salaries data from here and created a histogram where if you look at the salary profile, so the mid range, so 6 to 10 lakhs, 10 to 15 lakhs, 15 to 25 lakhs. So with this 20,000 jobs which we are here inside the Naukri, the salaries, you look at it. if you create a histogram here, so there are like around the count of jobs which are generated here are the mid range like 6 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 25. The scope is still here 75 to 100 lakhs, 1 to 5 crores. The scope is there, but you see the count. Obviously, there's a low count here, but 20 to 25 to 50 lakhs. So this range is very popular with this data scientist roles. If you have a prior some experience and all, so this kind of, but yeah, so I cannot comment much on salary of a data scientist just like that. But this is the analysis we just made from the Naukri website. So you can even try different roles here and see the job descriptions, how it looks like. But again, even the job descriptions of each company, they kind of, even the data scientist role, sometimes you see that a job description have a few things extra added. So we have no control over it. So uh, yeah, so if you just look at data scientist position of IBM, so if you look at the like job description, it would be a little different when you see a different profile. So if you see the data scientist profile from other company, then it would be a little different here. So we yeah, but the core fundamentals are the same. And so, to understand this job, different career opportunities here. So there are different career opportunities to like to understand the difference between a data analyst, data scientist, and a Gen AI engineer, what is prompt engineer and all. We have to understand something called data science life cycle. So as a data scientist, from start to end, how the data science life cycle it would be. Once we understand this, then it would be better we discuss about career opportunities there so that I can give you a good understanding about what would be the expected work from data analyst, from data scientist, and Gen AI engineer. So let's keep this topic for tomorrow, understanding data science life cycle and understanding the different career opportunities. So we'll skip this to for tomorrow, and we'll see the system configuration required for learning. Like if you like, I don't suggest you buy any new laptop just to learn this course. If you have an existing laptop, it would work because we are going to do the Python programming, and we would be doing the machine learning, deep learning, everything on something called Google Colab notebooks, which I'll introduce tomorrow. You'd see that you just need internet and Gmail ID and a laptop to access it. We are going to connect with the cloud CPUs and GPUs. So it doesn't matter like which laptop configuration you have. If you have good internet and any laptop, you will be able to learn this course. So this is only for someone who's trying to buy a new laptop. It would be better like if you follow the system configuration, but others no, not required like you buy some new laptops for learning AI. Existing laptops should work. What is Google Colab, where we are actually going to learn the Python programming? All that would be seen tomorrow. Don't worry about it. So we'll be starting the actual lesson tomorrow itself after discussing the data science life cycle and then the career opportunities. Then we'll start with the lesson one, the basics of Python right away, and we'll introduce like where we are going to work, like when we do the Python programming, where we have to do it. We'll see all that tomorrow. So this course we require at least 5 months. So around 100 sessions are there, Monday to Friday, 1 hour per day. So it's not all theory. So you're going to see tomorrow itself how the course structure would be, how each lesson would be. So we have designed lesson wise plans where we'll be sending the link with you where you have activities. It would be hands-on, like during the class itself, you can do the activities alongside me. You don't have to look for like you don't have to take notes and all. Everything is there. Let me show you the sample classroom copy for tomorrow so that you understand it better what I'm saying. I'll show you the Google Colab notebook right away. So this is lesson one of previous batch. So this is something called Google Colab. It looks like a normal web page, right? So this is Google Colab notebook where we can do the Python programming directly. how to access this, I'll be showing you. So you'll be having the theory and the code cells here. So we can directly run the code cells in the Google Colab. So all the code cells and all this text would be here already. So we'll be doing the activities directly. So you don't have to bother about taking the notes, important points. You can concentrate the whole 1 hour on the session where you'll be learning the concepts. So, and automatically this Google Colab notebooks will be saved onto your Google Drive. So you don't have to bother about like again after the class saving things and all. So everything will be organized lesson wise like this till you reach the point of agents, building agents. So yeah, so in class, no need of file organizing and all. So everything would be clear on the Google Colab notebook. So this is our first lesson. So this is what we are going to learn tomorrow. So we'll be starting with Python, introduction to Python tomorrow itself. So I'll stop it here for today. So if you have questions, you can now ask me questions, anything. And if you have no questions, see you tomorrow. Have good night. If you're on a
Uh,
different time zone, have a nice day. Bye bye.
yeah, just one small question regarding the Python
Yes.
programming. So
Yes.
how much do we need, because Python is like a humongous, right? So do we need
Hmm.
to deep dive into that? Uh, do we need like a
Mm,
developer knowledge for the Python? So how much do
no,
we
no,
need
no, no.
before we start with that?
We are going to start with very basics of Python and whatever is required for understanding machine learning and deep learning till that Python programming basics are covered here. So
So
we
we'll be not writing like
yeah.
hundreds of coding, like 100 lines of coding, right,
No,
for
no, no,
this.
no, no. What is required, like what is required for learning
Because
machine
I'm from the
learning?
testing background. Yeah, I'm from the testing
Okay.
background, right? So I do know it,
Hmm.
okay. But for as you are speaking, like for the neural networks, everything. So
Yeah,
do we
yeah.
need to like 100 lines of codes? I'm not that capable.
No,
That's why
no,
I'm
no, no,
asking.
no, no. The Python programming language is chosen because it's very beginner-friendly programming language. The more focus would be on machine learning concepts rather than coding part. So it's readable. You will be seeing like Python programming is a compared to all other programming languages, Python programming is very beginner-friendly programming
Yes,
language.
yeah.
So if you just look at it, 8 plus 4, if you just run it, you get the output 12 here. So
Hmm.
to do some simple operation like this in Java or C language, you have to write at
I
least
know we
four
need to
to five
declare the
lines of code.
variables and all those things. And we need to do the strings and everything.
No,
Uh,
yeah,
and-
yeah, yeah.
okay, okay. So we'll be not writing like like thousands, like
No,
in
no,
the
no.
way we are
Like,
speaking. No,
yeah, no,
it'll
no.
be
Even the
simple, right?
machine learning modeling, yeah, very simple. Like machine learning model, you'll understand that once you understand the concepts of machine learning modeling, the coding part is little repetitive. So for each model, similar things happens there in the coding part. Once you learn for one model, the main focus would be on a model, like what is the math behind it, how that model is able to do the predictions. If you how to know like if it's a good model or bad model. So it's little conceptual, like it's not completely coding oriented. But to implement it, we need some language to talk to the machines. That's the reason we have Python. So, okay. Any other
And
questions?
so in real time, okay, if I'm creating
Hmm.
a AI, so do I need to build it on my own then? So do I need to integrate all these things? So how does that work? Because
Mm,
we already got these AIs, right? Why don't we use them? I mean, uh, even for the data analysis, right? We can use the existing ones, right? So where does it actually come in?
So you can use the existing one, but it's not like 100% accurate results you'll be getting. To improvise it, you should first know like how the model is able to give you that analysis for you. So if you know that, then you can improvise the model. So all the machine learning models which are existing are the research oriented topics which like someone would have put in like their whole uh, 20, 30 years of time onto making
Mhm.
one machine learning model. When you use a machine learning model on your own data, you will see like there are a lot of challenges within it.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
not like right away it would give you the good results. So
Mhm.
you have to know like even the
Okay.
prompt engineering topic we have, you use the chat GPT, you give a prompt, so it would give some output for us. To get a better
Yes, yes.
output,
I,
you should
I have seen
yeah.
that one, yeah, because if you just change one word, you get different
Hmm.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. So to understand that, we should know like what is happening in the back end. So if you're applying for the jobs also, they'll expect like they don't expect you build a completely new model. It would be academic or research oriented topic. But when you use a model, you should know the math behind it. Only then you'll see in the course, like only then you'll be able to improvise the output. Like if you can make it work better for you.
Okay.
So yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. And
Uh,
any other
excuse me,
questions? Yeah.
excuse me,
Yeah.
getting it. The timing can it be a little bit early, 7 or 7:30?
This batch we started at 10, 9 to 10. So we already having existing batches going on at that particular time. Maybe in future if we open a batch at that particular time, but this is fixed, like 9 to 10 is fixed for this batch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the course is for 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the same time for 5 months. So
Mhm.
100 lessons, like we have seen lesson one, right? Like this, around like 95 to 100 lessons we have to reach to the top of the staircase.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if no questions, see you tomorrow. We'll be doing our first hands-on coding tomorrow itself after discussing about different job roles. So if you have any more questions you can think of later also, you can directly put it in the group also so that I can take over I can answer you during the session. So
Oh, one more thing. This
Hmm.
all are recorded. You store somewhere else, right? If any chance you miss it, how to manage that one?
In the sense about the Google Colab notebooks or the recorded videos of classroom.
Video. Yeah, classroom
So videos,
recording.
okay, it would be actually uploaded in YouTube private. So you'll be getting the playlist link. So all the videos will be at same place. So you won't miss anything.
Okay. Okay. Understand.
Hmm.
As a process of this data engineering, right? So we need to learn Excel
Hmm.
also because we'll be using so much of Excel. So
Hmm.
what type of things do you teach in Excel there? Because we'll have lots of spreadsheets, in order to feed the agents. So how does that work now?
Excel,
So
like we're not going to do something
mm,
with Excel sheets here.
mhm,
So
mhm.
So, like you're asking me, like from where we are going to get the data sets?
Yeah, yes, data sets because
So, data sets.
for the Gen AI, right, you have to provide the data as you told before, right? For the
Yeah.
columns, rows,
So, yes, so we are going to take the data sets from there are a lot of many free resource data sets like Kaggle, Google data sets. So for like any data set we are taking in, we'll be taking around like 20, we'll be dealing with maybe more than 15 plus data sets, 20 data sets. So I'll show you for each data set where we are taking it. So how you can get your own data sets, whatever field you are interested to practice and all. So remember this word, it's Kaggle, Kaggle. So most of the data sets we take it from there.
thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So see you tomorrow. Bye
Sure.
Thank
bye.
you. Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.